everybody, welcome back to today's video. And in today's video, I will be reviewing Ninjago Crystalized Part 2. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the characters. Now, I really like the characters in this season. There is a lot of them, and probably my favorite character in this season is Lloyd, because I think he had a good character arc in this season. I also really like the original 4 Ninja, and Nia, I didn't really like. I wanted her to be gone for another season, so and make the whole merging into seed thing more impactful. But I guess in Ninjago standards, it took a year for her to come back, so I guess it does mean a lot to the ninja, and it did have a big impact on them. And I also really like Garmadon in this season. I thought he was hilarious. Garmadon, he's just so funny to me, and he was really good in his Oni stuff that he did. Really, really cool. I still love that Oni theme from season 10, season 8, and season 9, I'm pretty sure. Because, it just sounds awesome. And Garmadon looks way better than what he did in season 10. I don't really like to hate on season 10, but he just looks way better in this season. And I also really like that Lloyd has Oni blood too. That makes it seem more better, a better character arc for him. But I am gonna rant about it a little bit more on. So yeah, Wu. I don't know why does Wu not have Oni power? They said Garmadon has the Oni blood and Wu has the dragon blood. I'm not really sure on that. I would think that Wu would have Oni power, but maybe he just doesn't. I don't really know. And I also like Pixel in this season. I thought Pixel was a pretty good character in this season. I thought she was done really well with her being Samurai X and Nia actually being Samurai X in this season. I really like the callback, and I like the Samurai X cape because we haven't seen that in a long time. And Nia, her new Samurai X mech, I think I actually like the original one better because I just feel this mech has a lot more blue, and I would want red to be her color because that's just how I was in the original. And I like the theme because that theme is just so nostalgic to me. I also really like the villains in the season. The Crystal Council, they're just amazing. The characters in that, I think they chose pretty well. I would like to have seen Unagami because I would like to see how he would be in the real world. But maybe they just want to stick with him being a kid for some reason. I don't know why they made him a kid. He looked like an old guy back in the AI game and stuff. And honestly, Crystal King, I really like him. Like I've said before, he has some good lines and he's really powerful. And episode 17, The Coming of the King, I thought he was really cool, just upgrading everybody and making the Vengeful Warriors and making the Oni Temple go into the air. I thought that was really cool. I also really like the fact that they fought in where they first started in Seabound, I'm pretty sure. Because I really like the ninjas' vehicles. These are some of the best vehicles I've seen in this season, in my opinion, because they're really cool. And I like the upgrade that Pixel gave them where they have to press a button and then they all just go golden. That's actually really cool. And I like that Lloyd just doesn't have a vehicle. It kind of makes it feel left out, but kind of sucks for him. And I really like the fact that the Oni Temple is a big part in this season. It's not just a base where the Crystal King was resurrected and then he just never uses it again. It's actually an important part, and it has little eggs of where the Vengeful Warriors come out. That's very similar to how it was in season 7, which is really cool. And yeah, I just really like to see that temple because I think it has a really awesome design. And I also like the Vengeful Warriors in the season. I thought they don't talk, they don't have any personality, but they're minions, so it doesn't really matter. And they're really cool because they suppress the ninjas' powers, and when they touch people or blast them, they turn into crystals, which is crystal zombies, and that's awesome. We've never really seen anything like that before. Even though ghosts are more possessing stuff, they just touch stuff. I found that very similar, but it doesn't really last all the time in the what's it called? The possession. It doesn't last that long because they can't stay in their body forever. And I also really like the Ronin arc in this season. I thought that was really cool on how he's helps the ninja and Pixel, and how him, Ultraviolet, and Kilo get some mechs, which is really interesting. I don't know why they got mechs, but that's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see that in set form. I probably wouldn't buy it, but I would just like to see it. And I also really like that the vehicles, they actually survive a while, but they get destroyed, just episode 22. I like how they were staying in the season before they got destroyed for a long time, because vehicles just get destroyed in 2 episodes, and that happens a lot. And I really like that it's an important part that those vehicles can destroy the Dimensional Warriors. I also really like Wu, like him with the dragon armor. Like Wu was just fantastic in this season. If you guys remember that fight from episode 22, like him versus the Crystal King, one of the best fights in Ninjago. And I really like how Wu is. I like all the combat, right? And the Crystal King is just powerful. He's really powerful in that fight, and he's just a really cool character overall. I also really like the fact that there are little crystal spiders that recruit the villains. I thought that was really cool. And Skylar in this season, yeah, she was actually a pretty important part, and I really liked her character in this season. And I actually really liked the whole arc where it's like Pixel and Zane, like when they go to Bird Tower and then they have to fix Zane. I thought that was really cool, and it's really emotional, and I'm just happy Zane survived. So now onto the big stuff. The dragon forms and Lloyd's Oni form. So I'm going to talk about the dragon's forms first. I really like them. Their design, fantastic. Better than the true potential in my opinion, because they just have wings. Like, wings are awesome. They can fly. I thought the way they turned into it was kind of lame. Like, they have to be around a bunch of people, and then they jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin. Like, I don't know. I thought it was going to be like there's a golden crystal, and then once like that powers up the ninja, they turn into dragons. I thought that would have been really cool, and that's what I actually wanted to see, but I mean, that was very unlikely. And I like that they're not really too powerful. I actually thought they'd be way powerful, but like they just weren't that powerful in this season, which is alright, I guess, because we can't make the ninja too OP, right? And I don't know, like them getting the golden weapons back, I thought that was really cool. I actually thought that they had to put their power into the golden weapons to bring them back to normal. I actually thought that, and I'm happy it kind of came true because, well, I just thought of that before these episodes came out. And I will admit, like 26 through 27, like those were some pretty boring episodes if I'm being completely honest, because it's like Wu with the paper boys in the paper warehouse, and they have to like go with who was it? Like they have to save everybody. Like, I mean, I kind of found that kind of lame. I didn't really like it that much. There was a lot of dialogue. But I did like the Jay and Nia arc, where it's like Jay needs to save Nia from the mechanic. I don't know why they did the mechanic so dirty. He just had a lame personality. Like, I don't know why they did him like that. I mean, it makes sense because he has to be the one to fight Nia, so to be even, right? So, I mean, I guess the mechanic with the Dimensional Warriors, where it's like crystallizer, I thought that was alright. I didn't really think it was that great. And I also really like the fact that Jay, like, really cares about Nia in the season. She's like, I just got you back, which makes a lot of sense for their character arc, because, I mean, Jay is Nia's yang, so yeah, that makes sense. I also really like that the dragon forms are more sort of like, they're the opposite of Oni power, which is really cool, because, like, Garmadon was trying to teach Lloyd that he has to be the Oni power, and then Wu thought there's an opposite to everything like Garmadon said. That actually makes a lot of sense to me, but it kind of came out of nowhere, I'd say, because, well, just for the pure fact that he was like, what did you say? And then Misako's somehow in the Library of Domun, so, I mean, I don't know, kind of convenient right there. And now on to something I didn't like, Lloyd's Oni form. This was hyped up so much in this season. It was an amazing design in the sets. And then Garmadon was like, you have to embrace your anger and then release it. That was really cool. And I really wanted to see more of the Golden Oni form because we just never really see it. Like, Garmadon faked his death, which is really cool. It makes sense because he wants Lloyd to get mad and then he will turn into Oni form. And it was kind of weird to me that he had purple eyes instead of green like in the sets. But I mean, I guess that makes sense because he had purple eyes like before he turns into that monster. And well, I really like the design of it, and I just like how he just blasts purple arms. I was not expecting 4 arms from this guy like at all. Like I didn't really think they would do that. I thought they would have 2 arms like in the set because I'm pretty sure he didn't have 4 arms. And well, I don't really like the fact that Harumi turns good in this season. Like that's one of my main dislikes. Like Harumi, like can she really be like turned good? Because she's so evil, right? And I wouldn't really expect her to try to like be good, I guess. Because Harumi, I don't know, like I feel like she wouldn't really turn that easy. Like the whole thing with like the Crystal King was the one who made the Great Devourer like bite Garmadon, and she was like, oh, you're the one who made the Great Devourer evil. No, I don't like you because you killed my parents. Like really, like honestly, that just doesn't really fit with Harumi for me. I feel like she would stay evil because she was like, oh, I'm your servant, and she likes to serve people, I guess. It was kind of weird of them to do that, but I mean, I guess it'll be alright, I hope, because, I don't know, Harumi just turning good, it just doesn't really make sense to me. And, well, yeah, that's basically my review on Ninjago Crystalized Part 2. And if you want to hear my Part 1 thoughts, I mean, it was alright. I thought it was just kind of boring. Like, they really tried to rush this season. Like, we're moving really fast in this season. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this season in the comments below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.